Hello and welcome to another video for Final Fantasy XIV with me, Meoni. This is actually one of my alts over here on Tonbri server on the Elemental Data Center, simply because that's the only one I can go on where there's not congestion issues. So today we're going to be looking at data center travel and how to travel between different data centers. So as you can imagine, Square Enix's servers have been taking an absolute pounding today. They've had over 15,000 attempts per minute, apparently. That's from what we're told. I'm not sure if that's worldwide or if that's just America and EU together. Even so, that's quite a significant number, I think you'll agree. Anyway, once it is working, this is basically what you'll do on your own servers. So first of all, to do a server and data travel, you need to actually log out of the game. So log out and go to the title screen. Make sure you're actually logged into the data center that you want to travel from. Obviously, I'm going to be traveling from Tonbri over here on Elemental. We simply go over to the name of our character, use our subcommands button, so on PlayStation controllers that's square for example, or on the PC that's right click, and then you'll see visit another data center, very similar to the world server system. So visit another data center, it'll then tell you to select a world that you want to go on. Because I'm on the Japanese data center here, as you can see, there are various places we could go. Let's say I wanted to visit the brand new Meteor data center that was added, and we're going to go visit Zeramus. Let's go visit Zeramus. We simply select the data center and then, of course, the actual world. To note then, in this current version, there isn't cross-region. So obviously, if you want to obviously travel to other places in the world, if, say, for instance, you want to play on EU from America, that is not currently possible. However, apparently they're working on that for the future. We'll have to see if they actually follow through with that or when. Sort of, it's more of a time scale. Once you've selected this, you're then pressing the confirm button. It tells you all the restrictions. This process may take several minutes to complete. You'll be unable to cancel this process whilst it's underway. You'll be unable to log in with a different character until this process has been completed, and travel times may take longer during periods of server congestion, especially for today. So you have a chance to cancel it there. We're going to go ahead with this. So as you can see, then it puts you on the actual loading screen. It says your character is traveling between data centers. Please wait until they have reached their destination. Travel times may take longer due to periods of server congestion. So this could take any number of minutes. This could take half an hour. This could take any number of time. We're going to leave this running for a few and see exactly how long this actually takes me to get through here. Alright then, here we go. So that took just over 2 minutes, surprisingly. It says my character has arrived safely on Zeramus in the Meteor data center. So this could take up to half an hour, maybe an hour, but obviously this is a lower congested area right now, being a brand new data center, so hopefully this will go without a hitch. So let's just press the OK button, and now as you can see, we're actually on Zeramus. Like, it's got a symbol next to our name, but we actually have a login screen of us being on Zeramus, and we simply log in. It says your character is currently in a data center different from your home worlds. To return, select return to home data center from the character subcommand. So again, use your square button or whatever, and you'd have to press return to home data center. One of the restrictions then is you're not able to hop to another data center from one you've just visited. You have to return back to your data center before you can jump to another one. We're just going to log in here and have a look and see the stability of this. We have the same congestion queues that you would have if you were, normally logging on this server. It's nice to see that lots of people have taken to the new servers, obviously to free up congestion. That's what the new servers are for, and indeed the new data center. And on Europe, we actually have ourselves 2 new servers as well, one on Chaos and one on Light. So yeah, it's pretty hype, isn't it, to see all of these new players coming in. So let's skip on to when we're actually in the game. Alright, it's as simple as that. And now here we are on the Japanese server Zeramus on the Meteor data center. So obviously, you know, our restrictions here are going to be pretty much what you would expect. When it comes to interactions with market boards, you are able to purchase items from another data center and indeed another world on that data center servers. So we can go and do that. We cannot actually attend ceremonies of eternal bonding. We can't actually take part in those. We can't access our Moogle mail. You'll see that there's actually an icon on the screen on the top right. It says letter notifications are unavailable outside of your home data center. And it will also say red next to Zeramus. It's like a little icon that's pointing towards a character. It says current world, visiting world in brackets. So yeah, you can buy from the market board. So say for instance you want to access the untapped wealth of new servers. You know, there's not really, oh, there is stuff already on this. Wow, okay, amazing stuff. Let's say we wanted to buy some bright lilies, we could totally go and do that, right? And then we would be able to take those back to our data center. So this is awesome. That does allow for that. Other things that you cannot do then, so you can't access your legendary and unspoiled nodes for mining and botany, that sort of stuff, but you can actually still get big fish. So that's something you can actually do with players. You can of course raid with players, you can create party finder groups, all that sort of stuff. Crossworld link shells, I believe, sort of work, but not really. You can't like create them here. The sort of restrictions that basically came with server visit are, you know, to be expected here. The main important thing though is for people to be able to access you know, those other data centers on their region, interact with players and get in there. So as you can see on here that we do actually have access to the party finder over here on Zeramus, which of course is on this separate data center, which is not elemental. And yeah, it's as simple as that. So it works. Yeah, I look forward to seeing what they cook up for cross region in the future. Hopefully that is something we get, but it's as simple as that. Like I say, you go to the title screen and then you go through the whole process. But bear in mind though, if you do decide this to actually do this, you are not able to log in on any other character on your account during this. So let's press the return to home data center button. So as you can see, we're going back to elemental from Meteor here, which defaults us back to our home world of Tonbri, and it texts, you know, you get the same warning messages and stuff like that. But yeah, you could have reverse congestion as well. For example, if you come from a congested world and a congested data center, your times to actually get back from a non-congested area are obviously going to be multiplied, right? So for example, if it is a patch day or an expansion, it might be a great feature if you don't want access to Moogle mails and retainers and that sort of stuff to hop on to another data center and indeed a lower access server, for example, right? Less people on there. But might not be a thing so much for EU because of the population in proportion to the amount of servers, but definitely for North America and certainly for the Japanese players, it's going to make the most sense. But yeah, it's nice and easy, makes the most sense, and when it works flawlessly. They've had like quite a few issues today, as I've said. They've had over 15,000 requests per minute, which is what caused various errors. They had to take the whole service down for a while. It should hopefully be up before the end of the day. Give it some time. The system does work, and it works really well, but of course, you know, you're going to be limited in those first day and certainly at peak times because of the amount of players wanting to try out the feature like myself. But yeah, go forward, play with your friends, and hopefully in the future I can play with people from other regions because that would be awesome. Much love, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.